So it is currently 7 a.m. I am literally just opened my eyes. My kiddos are still sleeping. Hubby just left for work, and I am going to get up and get dressed. I just had to show you guys, if you're curly, then you know the struggle. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is fix my pre-workout and go on the porch to drink that. My kids are pretty late sleepers as far as kids go. They usually sleep until 8, which is heavenly for a teacher who is on break. I usually try to get up at like 6:30, but last night I stayed out late because my mom and I went to the new Elvis movie. If you guys haven't seen it, you should totally check it out. So it was a little hard for me to get out of bed this morning. But I'm up, I'm here, and I'm gonna go on the porch and drink this and then get ready to do my workout. I usually bring like a prayer book out here or something to kind of get my mind in the right place. It is gorgeous out here. Let me show you guys. This might not look all that fancy, but it's definitely one of my favorite places to be. So now I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of workout. My kiddos are also still sleeping. Got this here. And I have a Beachbody subscription because trying to go to a gym is just completely impossible. I've really been enjoying it though. I can say this, working out has never been my thing, and I'd be lying to y'all if I told y'all I lost a bunch of weight doing this. But it really has helped me to feel better, and I'm trying to make that my goal. So go ahead and get this done. So workout is done, check. I'm feeling a lot more awake now. I am really hoping that I can keep up this momentum when school starts, because I feel like starting my day off with a little bit of movement just sets me up for positivity. It is currently 8:10. My kiddos are starting to wiggle. So I'm just gonna sit here and finish drinking my water, and then I am going to go inside and probably wash my face because I'm hot. And then I'll go and get my kiddos. Okay, so this is literally my favorite part of the morning because my kids are so opposite. So if you have kids who are opposite too, let me know in the comments below. Let me just show you. Evelyn, it's time to wake up. So this is her room. It is a mess. Hey, Duda, time to wake up. And I just want to put a disclaimer here. I don't worry about her mess because this is her room. We'll work on cleaning that up at some point. But for now, I just worry about the rest of the house. Good morning. No, she's still half asleep, but watch this. Good morning. Hi there. What's the matter? So, I apologize because from here on out, you'll probably hear Cocomelon or some other children's show in the background. But this is a day in the life, so we're gonna give you something as realistic as possible. So my day is getting a little bit, whopped up because my daughter woke up with a rash, so we're gonna wash her sheets. I don't know, I'm waiting to hear back from the doctor, so we'll see what happens with that. But normally what I do is I have a list, so I usually start these lists on Mondays, and then as I go throughout the week, I highlight. You can see that I have not finished quite as much as I wanted to this week. And that is because every day I've had to go or do something that came up. And today seems like it might end up being one of those days too. It is what it is, you guys. This is real life. But I'll go ahead and get the sheets off my daughter's bed. I also have to fold and pick up towels on my list. I know I want to unload the dishwasher. That's usually like the first thing I do after breakfast so that we can load it as we go all day. Stay tuned. So I'm just going to talk to y'all a little bit while I fold my clothes. This is also on the list of things to do. I finally got my contacts in my eyes. And I apologize if you hear my daughter in the background. She's playing in the other room. It has been kind of a busy morning because, as I said earlier, my daughter woke up with a rash. We sent the pediatrician a picture of it. He said it looks like, I don't remember what he called it, something dermatitis. Basically, like if she came into contact with something on her skin, that would make her itch. We were told to just keep an eye on it, and if it spreads anymore between now and tomorrow, that we can take her in tomorrow. We're gonna continue on this day in the life, and I'm gonna continue to show you guys what else I have planned for today. So when you're seeing this post is gonna come out on Saturday, but I'm actually filming this on Thursday. It's been a very busy week. I know I've mentioned on my channel before that I have switched jobs. With that, as a teacher, I had to move all of my stuff out of my old classroom and bring it to my new classroom. And I have all of these different like trainings and stuff that I have to do. So I've been working on that. If you didn't already know, teachers have to do a lot of training over the summer. And some things they don't get paid for. Like this online training that I'm doing, I am not getting paid for the amount of time that it's gonna take me to do it. And it is quite a lot. And it is a yearly thing. It's not like you only have to do it, you know, whenever you're onboarding. It's actually something that you have to do every year. It can be a lot. And I do have quite a bit of time to get it done. I think I have until the end of September. But to me, I'd rather get it done now than trying to get it done after school starts. And it's not like they give you time in the school day to get this done or whatever. I mean, they really don't. I mean, you get a planning period, but most teachers want to use their planning period to plan, make copies and things like that. So it's just easier for me to get all this online training done before school even starts. Sorry, I went on a little rant there, but that's kind of just my thoughts about that. So we have officially folded all of the towels, and I'm washing my daughter's sheets just in case like this rash that she has is something that was like stuck to her sheets. So those are in the dryer now, and I'm gonna go check my list of things to do and see what I need to do next. Okay, so I apologize. Cocomelon's playing in the background, but that's the only way I can get peace in this house for a little while. My son is watching TV. So I have my handy dandy list of things to do here. Highlight the towels here. I also did this yesterday. I think I am gonna work on cleaning up the kids' rooms next. It's definitely one of those things that stresses me out because a lot of times I feel like, why am I even doing this? Because it's just gonna be a mess before I go to bed. And I try to stay on top of it as much as possible, but they're 3 and 1. They're still learning how to pick up their toys and take care of their things. If you've been watching me, then you know that I like to be organized and I like things to be tidy. But in the same breath, I've done this to myself where I stress out so much about everything being perfect that like I'm miserable, okay? And I'm trying to live up to an unrealistic expectation. So those of you who out there who may be having that problem too, there are some things that you just have to let go. And my kids' bedrooms are just the things that I have to let go. Jack's room is gonna be a lot easier to clean than my daughter's room. I don't know. She drags things everywhere. I think it's a girl thing. I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. So when I look at this, I always think, what is the main thing that I can tackle that'll give me the most bang for my buck right now in this moment? And I think my kids' room is that. I did talk about that too in my overwhelming video. I'll link that one down below. But sometimes when I have so much to do, it gets very overwhelming. And in that video, I talk about the 3 things that I stop and do when I feel overwhelmed. So if you are interested in that, be sure to check that out. So I've talked a little bit about these in another one of my videos. I believe my organizational video. I'll link that one below as well. I had to redo them because the other ones were cracking. But these tidy totes are the best thing ever. Each person in this house has a tidy tote with their name on it. When I'm cleaning up the living room area, everything that goes for that person goes into their tidy tote. My daughter knows this routine. She will go around the living room and put all her stuff in her tote. She will put her brother's stuff in his tote because he's still a little bit little. But I really like it because it makes it easy to bring whatever goes to whoever's room. And the other thing that I like about it is it teaches them how to recognize their name. So my daughter knows which one is hers. She can tell you the letters in her name. She can read her name. And she's 3. She can also tell you the letters of her brother's name. And she can tell you how to spell mama, because mine says mama and my husband's one says daddy. So it's just really, really a helpful little tool. I know I've seen Clutterbug on Clutterbug. Cass talks about using a single tidy tote when you're in a room and just put everything in the same tote. That works for some people. For me, the problem is then that tote sits on my utility room counter for over a week because it's too much of a hassle for me to sort through it. So I like to sort through the things as I go. So I'll add things to each tidy tote and then just bring that tidy tote to the room, if that makes sense. It teaches them how to recognize their name. So my daughter knows which one is hers. She can tell you the letters in her name. She can read her name. And she's 3. She can also tell you the letters of her brother's name. And she can tell you how to spell mama, because mine says mama and my husband's one says daddy. So it's just really, really a helpful little tool. On Clutterbug, Cass talks about using a single tidy tote when you're in a room and just put everything in the same tote. That works for some people. For me, the problem is then that tote sits on my utility room counter for over a week because it's too much of a hassle for me to sort through it. So I like to sort through the things as I go. So I'll add things to each tidy tote and then just bring that tidy tote to the room, if that makes sense. So my son's room took me literally, I think 10, maybe 15 minutes with the vacuuming. But my son's room did not take me long at all to do. My daughter's room is actually going to take me the rest of the day. Maybe it's a girl thing, maybe it's a personality thing. I don't think it's because she's older than him, because she's been dragging stuff out since very little. But we're going to pause right now the cleaning because it is lunchtime and my son is going to be taking a nap, so that's why I did his room first. For those of you who use lists all the time, do you add to your list constantly where your list is never ending? Because I feel like that is my life. As I finish something, I'm like, wait a minute, I need to do XYZ. And so I end up never really finishing my list. I just transfer what I didn't get done this week to next week and move forward. So really quick, I just wanted to share this with you guys. My kids are eating some leftovers from a couple days ago, but we didn't have enough for all 3 of us to have it. So, and it is their favorite meal. They love red beans and rice. So that's what they're eating. I don't want to eat the leftovers from what I cooked last night because today is Thursday and I typically don't cook on Thursdays. Thursdays is a leftover night. So instead, I went in the freezer and grabbed this, and this is just a casserole that I made a few weeks ago that I froze into an individual portion. I used, it's not the super cubes, it's the off-brand super cubes. And I'll link it in the description down below if you're interested in this. But it makes it for a really quick and easy meal. So I'm just gonna heat this up for myself in the microwave, and this will be my lunch. So we have a thunderstorm rolling in right now, and my electricity just blinked. So hopefully I can finish this video without having to be in the dark. So we're in our little downtime after lunch. You can see my plate still here. I'm fixing to load that in the dishwasher. But while we're doing that, I am working on some training for school. I've been trying to get this done a little bit between things here and there every day until I finish it. It is an ungodly amount of training. It's officially 1:30. My son is finally down for a nap. The last 30 minutes have been truly just crazy. So because of the weather outside, my dog has weather anxiety. So she decided to urinate on my floors. Had to clean that. And then my daughter decided that she all of a sudden wanted to try to use the potty. So I had to deal with that. And then it was time for my son to go down. He goes down for a nap around 1 o'clock every day. And we couldn't find his Dora and his Deer, which is he will not go to bed without them. So that was a 20-minute looking around the house for those two. It has just been crazy. But you know what? A day in the life. This is just an everyday thing. So we're going to go ahead and get back to cleaning up my daughter's room. Okay, so I'm sitting on the floor of the bathroom for the 3rd time today. I'm feeling really defeated. Every time I go to clean my daughter's room, we have something happen. I am thinking that I may not get everything done that I want to get done today. And you know what? In the grand scheme of things, that's okay. Sometimes we have days like that. Not there yet, but it's definitely getting better. We've been at it for about an hour. It is 3 o'clock, and I really want to finish this before my husband gets home. Thankfully, I don't have to cook any supper because it's Thursday, so it's leftover day. I said that earlier. I just want to get this done. I'm so tired of fighting this. Okay, you guys, this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm not killing myself making it perfect, but I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum. It is 3:35, and then after that, I have some stuff in the kitchen and the living room I want to finish. So I went ahead and finished my daughter's bedroom, and I was able to highlight tidy kids' rooms off of my to-do list. And then my husband got home from work and we had dinner, and there's a bunch of things I wanted to get done. I actually did make some dough for donuts the next morning. But you can see here, I'm just doing my evening tidy. I'm going to clean up the kitchen. And in a little while, you'll watch me and the kids clean up the toys in the living room. And here you're going to see in just a minute, but I grabbed these tidy totes and my daughter is helping me put everything where they go. You can see my son doesn't really understand the concept of it yet, but it just helps us to clean up pretty quickly and put things where they belong pretty fast. And I just put this here so you guys can see my daughter's bedroom before she went to bed. All right, everyone, it is the end of the night. It's actually 11:15 p.m. I normally try not to stay up this late, but my husband and I had some things we were taking care of, so we were up a little bit later than usual. But I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy day here with us. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm always looking forward to sharing ways of how this mama tries. Bye.